Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
What's up, family? Gerald the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Let the King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, The Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to the Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.
What's up, good people? BetOnline is your number one source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, B-L-E-A-V, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts.
BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
Yes, BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV, covering content and hot topics from A to Z, sports, music, society and culture, movie reviews, you name it, we have it. Check it out on bs3network.com or check us out on Roku, BS3 TV on Roku, as well as check out your favorite podcast on all podcast platforms or Spreaker.com/BS3 Network.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
Back on the Bossman Show. We're going to Langston University, the Langston Lions. Coach Quinton Morgan with me on the Bossman Show, heading to his 9th year as a head coach. They unfortunately dropped the game this past weekend, but they're going to bounce back real strong. Coach Morgan, good to talk to you, man. How things over in Langston, man?
Everything's great, man. Just kind of like licking our wounds right now. We dropped one that we felt like we should have won. Very tough opponent, but a very good test for our first game. You know, I was proud of some of the things that I did see in the game. So, you know, I got a lot of stuff I can build off of.
No doubt. Like I said, you know, I know it's overtime loss, but thinking about it, he's in the game. It's really a play or two here and there. You and I both playing the game. It's a play or two here and there. No small details here and there. They are coachable and correctable, which is the thing. If you got blown out, it's nuts. The game that close, we all do is a play here or there. We just got to correct things, clean up, and we'll be okay and going forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, Coach Morgan, let me ask you, man, can you believe you've been here 9 years as the head coach, going through 9 seasons as the head coach? Can you believe that?
No, I can't, man. To be totally honest with you, never thought I would be a college head football coach, you know. But you know, God works in mysterious ways. You know, it's the reason why He has me here, and I think I have an idea what that is, and that's to continue to help mold these young men to go out there and be successful in society. You know, it's bigger than the sport of football. You know, I believe in touching these young men in a positive way and going out in society being a positive role model. You know, that's important nowadays.
No doubt, Coach, and I feel like that's so important. And I know we talking off air about us playing at HBCU schools. You played Jackson State, I played Tennessee State, used to Southern for a while. How important it is to help people who look like us help mold us. I feel like they've been through the fires already. Those elders, our professors, our coaches, really help. Now you're not just being an elder and being that person they look to, far they look to now. About that carrying that mantle as a coach, but also feel being there that mentor they need to help some of the young men who didn't have fathers in their homes or just need somebody to look to.
Yeah, it's tough, but that's why I love the job. You know, that's what makes a coach a coach. You know, the coach characteristic has to be an unselfish person. You know, and you got to be a person who's non-judgmental, and you got to be a builder. You know, you can't be afraid to build and help these young men out. It's like I said, like you just said, you know, with mental health and all these different distractions that these babies are encountering nowadays, that, you know, we have to give them the wisdom that we know, you know, and you know, drop a little knowledge on them. And I think it's very, very important. You know, we can't be selfish with the knowledge that we have gained through our life lessons.
You got that right. And this is the most important time to mold us. I mean, 18 and 24 is when we're really trying to come into adulthood, figure out who
Yes.
we are. So you coaches and colleges get us at that crucial point in those final years of our lives to give us that foundation for the rest of our lives. So it's very important that you get the right people in your life who really care about you, not look at you just as a number or a X and O per se to help them win and keep their jobs.
Yeah, exactly. But, you know, I feel like if you take care of the student athlete and you show that you care, the win's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's heard that analogy. You know, if you love your coach, you'll run through a brick wall for him. Well, you know that's you know, you got to reciprocate that though. As a coach, you got to show that type of love. Like, hey man, you know, you're more than just a pawn in this chess match. You know, you got to treat them better than that. You know, and that's the reality. I have open door policy for my kids, man. They can get a hold of me at any given time. I'm gonna stop what I'm doing, and they can get a hold of me at a given time. Like I treat them like they're truly a part of my family, and that's why we're so successful as a program.
No doubt. And like you said, Coach Morgan, like I feel like coaching is going to be a lifelong relationship, not just a 4-year one. So talk about when you see your former players text you about them getting married, having babies, opening up businesses, and how happy you are knowing you played a small part in that young man's development in his life.
Man, that's like one of the biggest things ever. You know what I'm saying? It's refreshing. You know, it shows that all your hard work, you know, has paid off. You know, and there's no feeling like others. It's just like watching your child. You know what I'm saying? To be totally honest with you, and I put it to you like this here. I've won championships here, and when my recruits come in, okay, I don't show them my championship trophies. I show them we have a big old poster of individuals that's on a team that has a 3.0 or better. Okay. And we got like 35 kids on that board. Okay. Some with 4.0s, stuff like that. So that's what I sell them. Like, to use the game and don't let the game use you. You know what I'm saying? And it's important that we do that. We gotta keep realistic goals for these kids. You know what I'm saying? Don't short them on the academic phase of it, because it's important for them, because that's going to be the only way they can set up their foundation later on in life. And as you can say, go open up those businesses. You know what I'm saying? And you know, go on and do special things in the real world. You know, so we got to make sure we're pushing that academic side for these kids too, man.
Exactly. Now, I'm a prime example of it. My degree is in business, and that's not communications. But I turned that business degree into a 12-year career in radio. So I'm an example of what you can do with your degree. I don't have communications, but I have business. So I can handle the things outside of the radio show, because the football piece, the basketball piece, I know it backwards and forwards.
Exactly.
The business piece is like that degree is helping me out off the air.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. Off the air. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Coach Morgan, as kids, man, I know you say you don't think you're going to become a coach. At what point did you get the bug to become a coach, though?
Okay, so I mean, I was always around the game. I loved it, but I didn't think I would be a head football coach. I should have, you know, clarified that statement. You know what I'm saying? You know, my first head job was a head softball coaching job. Okay, here at Langston University, that was my first head coach job. Okay, and I can honestly say coaching softball taught me how to coach. I was coaching softball and I was a part of the football coaching staff as well. All right, so I was doing both. I was doing the defensive backs and co-coordinator for the football, and I was the head softball coach. But Coaching those young ladies taught me how to be an effective communicator, believe it or not. Okay. Because the same rah and fuss that
You
I'm doing with
can't
these young,
you can't say can't talk the same way to them talk to the
I can't
football
look,
team.
I can't leave football practice and go to softball practice at the same tempo. It's over
No,
with. It's over with.
no way, no how.
So listen. So I it taught me how to coach, man. I fell in love with being a head softball coach. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was one of the funnest games I've ever coached. The young ladies are competitive. They work hard, man. And like I said, it taught me how to be an effective communicator. So in my mind, I'm thinking, baseball was my first love coming out of high school. So I'm thinking I'm going to be around, baseball or either softball. Okay. And I was cool with that. And it just so happened, God blessed me with a different opportunity. Some things happened, and like I say, life. And I ended up being the head coach. I had to take over at a halfway point in 2015. And we kind of like been rolling since.
Now, were you a switch hitter or you just a righty or lefty?
I was a pitcher, man. I was a pitcher. I pitched.
Okay,
Yeah, I used to top out about 93.
gotcha.
Tore my rotator cuff, and that kind of like put an end to those dreams. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was something else that needed to be done in my life, and baseball wasn't it. And then I think I have an idea what I need to do now.
Yeah, I was my dad forced me to be a switch hitter. As a kid with that Fisher Price bat, he had me hit left-handed too. He had me hitting left-handed. So by my father's pushing and prodding, I was switch hitter. And now,
Come on.
sometimes, on the left-hand side, using my speed, I might drop down third base line and get on base. Try to,
That's
get
right.
us a run.
That's
Because
right.
and they knew I was gonna run. I was like, okay, you can throw the ball over here, but I'm still gonna go. You ain't gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna
Keep doing it. I'm gonna get you.
So now even sometimes, bro, when I play, it's just not really shit you should do. I'm gonna tell you, but even when a lefty, I would try to steal third, but a little lefty. You truly want to do it with a righty up there. I'm trying to get us a run here, man. We down.
We down. That's right. Yeah.
It's rare to be a speedster playing first base and outfield. That's what I did.
That's right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. But I love first base because my favorite player was Fred McGriff being in Atlanta.
With the Braves.
Yeah, so I was
Hey,
like
that was
Fred.
a cold-blooded team. You talking about with Clemens when they had Dion, when they had my dog
David Justice,
Singleton, David Justice Singleton.
Yeah, man, that was a heck of a team there.
Oh yeah, that was my grandmother's favorite team, man. We used to watch them all the time, man.
It says
Chipper
7:30.
I remember when Chipper Jones first got on the scene.
Yes.
I remember when Chipper first hit the scene. I do. I remember, yeah.
You probably remember this too. It's 6:35, Fresh Prince at 6:05, then Praise 6:35 on TBS. Praise baseball on TBS.
Praise on TBS, goddamn, on TBS.
Yeah, so yeah, man. Yeah, baseball was one of my sports too, but I decided to settle on basketball and football, ugly football. But yeah, man, so yeah, my dad had me out there, brother. He said, you like that Fred McGriff? I'm gonna show you how to be like the Fred McGriff guy.
That's right, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And you know what, Coach? Ask this, man. In your program, what are the pillars of your program, and like what are the qualities you want a young man to have to be a part of your program?
Qualities I would want a young man to have to be a part of my program. First, come in college ready. Understanding that there's going to be sacrifices that need to be made when you become a student athlete. And most importantly, time management. You got to know what you're doing with your time. So I'm looking for guys that are very good with time management, discipline, academically oriented, ready to go academically, driven, and play hard, heart. So those things right there, that right there, you can build off those 5 things, to be totally honest with you.
Yes, indeed. And you know what? You're one of the rarities. There's not too many NAI HBCUs who play football. So talk about that. Being one of the few that do play football in the IA level.
You want to know what that like?
How is like?
That's like it's almost like being the cue ball on the pool table. But flip the roles.
Mm-hmm.
Put the 8 ball. Put the 8 ball as the cue ball and flip the roles. That's what it's like. You know, it's tough. It's coaching. You got to coach. You
No
know,
doubt.
it's not a lot of teams that look like me, and so you play a lot of disciplined teams. You know, I love it. It's a challenge. You know, sometimes we feel like we have to play against referees as well, but you know that just makes it taste even better when you win. And, you know, it's something about a prestigious HBCU. You know, it creates intimidation. You know, to some. You know, and then I think we experienced that a whole lot here, especially with the success that we've been having. And I love it though. You know, I love the challenge. I do. I love it, and it just goes to show what kind of kids we have. They're resilient. They understand they're going to get called names, and if they respond, they're going to be the ones that get flagged. All that type of stuff. You know, it's a different type of mindset our kids have to have going into games. And but they're up for the challenge, and you know, and I'm up for the challenge. I love it. I love being the underdog and proving others wrong. You know, so. And that's what it's all about. And but it's like I say, it's very strategical when it comes to schemes. That makes sense, you know.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's when it comes to schemes. So you got to have sound schemes, offensively, defensively, and special teams. And it just keeps you up on game. I love it, man. Like I said, I love the challenge. It's no sloppy football. Put it to you like that. You know, you don't see a lot of games with a whole lot of penalties unless it's just an all-out flash war. You know, they try to play as disciplined ball as possible, which forces you to be a more disciplined team. So, yeah, it's I guess you would say it's challenging, but it's fun.
Yeah, you know, I feel like Tennessee State would say Tennessee State being OBC, only HBCU and OBC. You're right. You don't get no calls. Even at
Yeah.
home, you get no call. Like
So exactly. So Tennessee State knows exactly how I feel right now. It's the exact same thing. You know, it's like you're a prestigious HBCU and you're talented. You know, and you've been known for it. Just imagine now, you've been known for winning it. And so, you know, eventually, you know, it's gonna get tough and tough on you. You know,
like you
because
said, Coach. I was a wide receiver, so I get rolled. I'm getting the DBs riding me down the field, like holding me the whole, like holding whatever, right? What you want me to do? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Every time I give him a little something, or he fakes like, or he flops.
Yeah.
Off pass interference, offense. I didn't even touch this. You know what I'm saying? Like he flopped. So like,
listen, I'm telling you, I done seen a lot. I done seen a lot of those. And that's not to discredit the players that my guys go against or the coaches that I go up against. No, I face some good coaches and some good kids, you know. But I can tell you like this here, we know right now we crossing our fingers and our toes if it's a bang bang call. We already know 9 times out of 10 we gonna get that call. That's how we feel.
yes,
So you know it is what it is,
yes.
and so we go with that mindset now. So it ain't no excuse. You feel me? Because it's been taught, you know, and my kids have experienced it firsthand. So we don't use it as an excuse if we lose or when we win. You know what I'm saying? We don't. It's a non-factor in our mind because we expect it. You know.
Yes.
So.
And see what we did, Coach. We kind of made my office coordinator. He got creative. He said we're gonna go in 11 personnel out of shotgun, so you can get a free release. We can all run dummy motions, make them declare man zone early. So we would do
No one was up against hand.
Yeah, so we would do dummy motion shifts to kind of get us off releases so we can get off the line, run a lot of strip sets as well to try to get us at least 2 of us a free release, you know, so they can't just start holding from on the job.
Yeah,
But it's crazy. It's crazy you had that. He changed your scheme, his strategy based on how he gonna officiate it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that. You got to do that sometimes. Yeah,
But yeah, that's what we did to kind of overcome what we don't have. They're gonna rise all the way down the field, you know.
And they're not gonna get a call. We're not gonna get a call.
Yes.
That's the first thing you got. Hey, you're not gonna get a call, so don't even worry about. Don't even think about complaining. Just come on, get ready for the next play.
Yep. Even on basketball side too, it was 5-on-8.
Oh man, yes indeed, man. Yes indeed, man. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. It's tough. It's tough. It's hard out here. I'm telling you, it's hard.
Yes. So Tennessee State knows what you are going through. We live it and see Hampton, A&T are gonna feel it in the CAA too. They ain't felt it quite yet.
Yeah.
But you left it me at in the CAA. I get it. You're gonna feel the burn of what we dealt with all these years in Tennessee State, and you know what you're dealing with too.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ain't getting no calls no more.
They ain't getting no calls. It ain't no 50-50. Hey, listen, we have and this may not even hit the show. I'm gonna tell you how bad it is. We have a no band can play while the other team is on offense rule.
Same in OBC. So, but this is the bad part. Our band be so
you go look at what other teams got bands, and they make you do like this here. Okay, we the only team got a band.
Yes.
So that rule was specifically made.
Yes. 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 That's in the OBC the same thing. Now our band be hey, y'all gotta calm down, man.
That's me. That's me. Sometimes I gotta tell my band director, hey, Dr. Gordon, he be going. Look, he be going, man. Hey, Doc, you gonna give me a penalty now? They done got me one. They done got me one or two.
Yes. Or the halftime show goes too long.
20, 25. They hit me for 25, sometimes 30.
And like delayed personal foul next hustling I call Tennessee State. Delaying the game.
Yeah, they getting it. I ain't even mad though. They got the tempo going, the momentum and shit.
I don't think anybody was coach. Sometimes in the third quarter we came out stiff and sluggish.
Yeah.
It was 30 minutes halftime almost.
In the back of the end zone, warming up. In the back of the end zone now. I'm talking about you in the back.
Yeah. Hey, especially the game in Memphis too. That was okay. That they didn't come out, but in the OBC, it was a homecoming day.
Yeah.
They go in, they hitting doing the top upper end of the fire, they hitting all the songs and everything. The supposed like conduct Tennessee State, delay the game.
Delay of game. Goddamn.
It's funny. Like we in the second. But it's funny, but it's true though.
Yeah, man. It is. You gotta love it.
That's some good stuff there, Coach. Man, I got a couple more for you, man.
Okay.
How has the transfer portal things and the other conferences helped you get more better high school players come play for you? Because they're not getting recruited because of the COVID years and all that other stuff. So how has that helped you?
All that helped me tremendously, to be totally honest with you, because I believe in the art of building student athletes, you know what I'm saying? And not just looking for the quick fix all the time, if that makes sense.
Yes.
By hunting the transfer portal, you know what I'm saying? The foundation of your football team is going to be that good, true freshman class. You need to get a freshman class and have them stick together for 4 years, because then you're formulating a system. So I think it's important to have a strong foundation with that freshman class. And so it helped me tremendously, which was already the way I love to recruit anyway, was to get, top quality athletes that were incoming freshmen and continue to mold them. I believe in taking a 2-star and turn them into a 3 or 4-star by the time I get done with it, that type of stuff. And so it's like taking a blank sheet of paper and writing your own novel on it, long story short. So that's why I love recruiting a freshman class, and that portal process and, everybody taking advantage of it has helped me to land some real good quality incoming freshmen, man. And so, yeah, it helped me out in the long run.
No doubt. That's what for your coaches, man. Like when you're not on the field doing your thing, coaches, man, what's the things you do to kind of decompress from this game that we mean you both love, man?
Man, fish and my babies. Most importantly, man. I got 3 beautiful kids. Addison J. Morgan, man, Carter Samuel Morgan, and Major Quinton Morgan, man. Um, they're my life. You know what I'm saying? So spending time with them, we go fishing, do little things, hang out. Just being a dad, man. That's my biggest decompress right there. Being able to go home and talk to them or hug them, say their prayers with them at night, and that's more decompressing to me than anything. To be totally honest with
It's funny you say that because that's one first thing me and my dad did there was fish. My dad had me out there fishing with him, because I'm my dad's only child. He had me late in life. I put it
you.
like that. So he don't have no kids,
Yeah,
but he met my mom. He was doing his thing in his 50s. Catch my drill.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah,
so like my dad, he really was like, man, look, I don't know how long I'm gonna have with you because I'm a little older, but I'm gonna show you everything I have.
yeah.
That's what he did for me.
That's what's up.
He showed me everything he had. That was seeing today, him still be pushing strong. My dad is in his 90s, man.
Come on, man.
Still
That's a
pushing,
blessing.
still pushing strong, brother.
That's what's up, man.
So he gave me everything he gave. I'm glad the Lord is keeping him here. You're keeping that get good health to help me.
Hey, look, he must have lived a good life, man, for real.
Man, look, my dad seen a lot of stuff, man. He talks to me about the civil rights movement in Atlanta. He saw all that stuff, bro.
So all that,
First-hand knowledge of it.
first-hand knowledge, man. You imagine what he has seen in his lifetime. He's seen a whole lot, including the black president. He's seen a whole lot from slavery to seeing a black president. You know what I'm saying? So he has seen a whole lot.
His dad was a sharecropper, which ain't nothing but slavery, of no way of slavery.
Yeah,
My grandfather was a sharecropper.
yeah.
You know,
My mom and them, my grandmother and them grew up on the plantation as well. Yeah,
you
all
know,
right around Clinton, Louisiana, man.
yeah, bro. Live by this, bro. My dad was born in 1931,
1931. Good God.
and
Boy,
I'm
he done
born in
seen a whole
'85.
lot. You born 85.
Think about that.
Yeah. Jay.
Think about that.
Yeah, that's something else right there. You're cold blooded.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, like I said, like I said, he got me late, but hey, to have this man in my life, long as I had him, think about it, also about he's lived 19 years. Think about it,
Yeah.
he had me that age. You think, well, may have
And
him 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? Max looks at how life fixing goes, but I'm blessed. 92.
that's right. You had an opportunity to build a relationship with him.
And I learn from there all the time. Like the stuff that we seeing going on in the world, he's already saw it. He saw what it was. He said, we're going backwards, son.
That's all. That's it. History don't do nothing but repeat itself. That's it.
He's telling me that this is going backwards.
For the wardrobes, everything.
Yeah.
Everything going backwards. Yeah. Going right
So
back to what everything.
So people like you. I said I want to see my father. Like I want to talk to because I don't know how long he's gonna be here still. So when I go see my father, it's me like a 4-hour conversation with my father. He's telling me
That's
stuff.
what it was up, man.
So that's why I'm thankful that I have him around to teach me and help ground me because if I didn't have him, I would probably made something bad to see if I didn't have him around.
Yeah.
Because he's
Yeah.
like I would say he's like my calm influence. When I want to get riled up, no, don't do that.
Don't do that. Yeah, just hit you. Don't do that. You ain't got that to do.
He's
Yeah.
like, before you do anything stupid, ask me. We
Yeah,
always said,
man. Yeah.
before you do anything stupid, son, or get rash,
Just ask me. Just ask me.
ask
Call
me.
me. Ask me. Call me.
That's my father still does way, coach. But it's good that you're a father. I'm doing my thing as well. So I don't have any kids yet, but hopefully one day down the road it happens for me. And I can be like my father. But I'm thankful that I've been poured into by coaches and my dad too. So I know what to do when that time comes for me.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, coach, it's fun, man, talking to your brother. I know I saw you on a video in the past about being who next, man. You're here, brother. You are here. You're doing your thing, and I hope you get that win on the 16th of September, brother, and get this thing going again. Because I know you've been a winner your time at Langston University, except for that COVID year. So keep that good work, brother. Looking forward to doing this game with you real soon, my brother.
All right, my brother. Thank you, man. It's been a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
BS3 Network. Changing the way you watch TV.
Yes, BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV, covering content and hot topics from A to Z. Sports, music, society and culture, movie reviews. You name it, we have it. Check it out on bs3network.com or check us out on Roku, BS3 TV on Roku, as well as check out your favorite podcast on all podcast platforms or Spreaker.com/BS3 Network.
You are now tuned to BS3 Network.
What's up, good people? BetOnline is your number one source for all your betting needs. The latest odds, lines, and matchup reports for baseball, boxing, golf, and more. BetOnline continues to be the fastest and easiest way to place your wagers, including live betting and your favorite casino and card games available to play right from your phone. Head to the website or use your mobile device to sign up today and get in on the action. Remember to use your promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, for your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. BetOnline, where the game starts. What's up, family? Gerald the Bossman here. You're tuned into the Bossman Show on AM 1010, AM 1430, 1055 The King. Let the King out at 105theking.com and the Bossman Show at bossmanshow.com. Hit me up on Instagram, the Bossman Show, Twitter at Bossman Show, and Facebook, Bossman Show. It's the Bossman on your radio.
Listen to The Bossman Show with your host, JR, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on AM 1010, The King.